And now it's starting to rain. A little too much rain for me. Give it a minute. I'll come back. Looks like rain, Ted. What do you think about the rain?
Yay! I love rainstorms like that.
Why?
I love being in the rain. It's so refreshing.
How are you doing now, Martin from Gardens for Life? In this quick video we're going to give you a tour of our garden. This is a no-dig garden and we're in very late summer, I would consider it. It's still warm here in Ireland. This is actually the end of September, so we're well into autumn now at this point. Since it is getting colder, plants are starting to slow down, so we want to show you the garden while it's in full bloom. Late summer or autumn is actually the time of year that our gardens are a bit of a jungle, so don't mind the fact that they're a little messy, but they're very productive at this time of year. In fact, this is the most productive time of the year for it because we're at the tail end of the growing season now, so we are looking forward to harvesting, and especially our tubers like the Jerusalem artichokes and the ochas and the mashuas and Madeira vine, all those lovely tubers, perennial vegetables. And also don't forget the cuttings. That will be more from December onwards when plants go dormant. So if you're interested in any perennial vegetable starts, go to our website. I did come through here and actually do a bit of weeding at the beginning of the summer, and it helped a lot. However, a lot of nettles have popped through and some of the grasses also. You can see that here. I'm probably just going to cover that up for the winter and just put more wood chips on top. You can see it has really turned into a jungle. Some of the paths are actually completely covered, like this one here. You couldn't really even be going through here, especially on a wet day. But the mashuas are doing well, and the purple tree spinach also. Wonderful vegetable, I highly recommend growing it. It's very productive. And you can see the Jerusalem artichokes are coming into flower now, which is very exciting. Take a look at this. The first Jerusalem artichoke flower. Actually, our son pointed it out to us. Remember what this garden used to look like? It was basically just a wasteland with just almost no productivity. Mostly thistles, nettles, and grass and briars. That's not to say that those plants have no use, but this is a lot more productive, especially for us humans and the wildlife included, even the insects. This is a comfrey plant. It's huge. These comfrey plants are getting about 1.5 meters in diameter. Look at that. We've got plenty of lemon balm. When you look at that, let's take a walk. There's purple tree spinach. It's definitely a bit of a jungle here. That's okay, we'll harvest it all back and clear the paths again as we go. You can see the great mullein has now gone to seed and ripened, so we can take these and dry them in the greenhouse. We get the seeds. Seed saving is always a good idea. This is a Olympic mullein. Some golden raspberries right here. Our new willow. This is the Kamei willow. You can see it there. It's really nice, very unique and different. Rhubarb is still hanging in there. This is the Glaston's perpetual, so that one could be harvested still safely. And this is the Victoria, which is no longer harvestable because the oxalic acid will have travelled back down into the stalks from the leaves. And some of these purple tree spinaches have grown very tall, maybe 2.5 meters tall, taller than me anyway. It is sort of organized chaos. The thing about it is tidiness costs energy and it's not very productive. So we'd rather let things grow and just come through and selectively weed out some of the plants that are less desirable, such as this thistle or this grass here. That definitely got away on me, but it'll be easy to pull up. It's all no dig. We just put down about 6 inches of compost here and made the paths with a sprinkle of wood chips. Those will have to be renewed at some point. You can see that the dahlias are still going strong. And we like these tripods here as well for the mashuas to climb up. Very productive plant. You can eat the greens throughout the growing season. It's kind of like nasturtium, the flavour. However, not spicy. The tubers are very spicy and the flowers of the mashua are really sweet. So those I'm looking forward to in November now. This is Taunton Dean kale. We've got plenty of it now to feed our animals, fresh greens throughout the winter, and to make soups for ourselves as well, and saute it. You can see the path is really overgrown here now, but that's okay. Those are mostly our cultivated plants. We'll take a look over here. See that? There's the odd vegetables in between too. Bit of beetroot here. Definitely didn't grow enough beetroot this year. I was meant to grow a lot more of it, especially for processing, juicing, pickling, that kind of thing. This is a kohlrabi, not very big though. Probably takes more time. Maybe I should have planted those a little earlier. A huge giant comfrey plant. Look at that. Still going to flower too. Here's some Daubenton kale. It's really nice. Nice flavour too. And you can grow it from cuttings. It's perennial. And plenty of ochas in the background here. Ocha is just an oxalis that grows a tuber and they're really nice. They're kind of like a potato. Some butternut squash here, but I'm afraid I don't think they had enough space or time because the Jerusalem artichokes kind of fell over on top of them. All in all, this garden definitely needs some attention now. I've been occupied with other things, especially homesteading projects, and it's still very productive though. I'm very happy with it. And the reset is coming. That's the winter, not the great reset. It's going to slow down the weeds and it's going to slow down our cultivated plants also. While the colder temperatures will actually slow down our cultivated plants, but also the weeds too. So Jeff Lawton is right, we have a reset here. In that we're lucky here in our cold temperate climates and we're able to take care of the garden more in winter and just have a fresh start in spring. You can see the wood chip paths are keeping up okay. Could do with a fresh sprinkle of wood chips every year. Look at this, this is a Taunton Dean kale stem. And wherever the stems actually touch off the ground, they will root as well. So that's handy. Give the plant more oomph. Here's a fig tree. This was actually a cutting I got from Charles in the Bull on Ark in Lochray, and that came from Galway City, believe it or not. Look at this purple tree spinach. It's huge. Chickens love it. It's actually in the quinoa family. And you can see the seeds are edible. And the leaves also. And they're nice. Our fennel patch here is going well. Always got the odd great mullein plant in between. And the raspberries, look at these. This is a new variety of raspberry. Those, I'm afraid I don't know if those will actually make it. But we'll see in the next coming weeks. Those might actually still ripen. There are some other ones here that are further along. This is the former pizza garden and has now been perennialized, and that's been the plan. We like to perennialize our gardens once we have established them. In the first year or two we usually grow mostly annual vegetables and that type of thing, and the odd berry bush or perennial flowering plants like insectary plants, attracting beneficial insects to the garden. And we also like to plant some herbs as well, like culinary herbs like rosemary, thyme and oregano, those types of plants, and sage. And we then keep on adding perennials year after year until we have no more room for annuals. And that's how we end up something like this. Well, basically the birds also helped us seed some of those berry bushes, and those are new varieties now. And we're grateful to have them. We let those grow for a couple of years to see if the fruits are good, then we propagate them. Oh, I missed lovage as well. It's a great herb for the insects and for the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. I know it looks fierce messy in the garden at the moment, but that's mostly because it's just so productive. Although this season could have been a little better. July and August in Ireland was very wet and cold, or I should say cool, rather than hot. And last year was probably a better season for general vegetable production, but we're very happy with the way things went this growing season. Of course, it came and went so quickly in the blink of an eye, and I was meant to get so many more things propagated. We are now at the end of September, and that's it now. So for the next 2 months we won't be propagating any plants. After that we'll be digging up tubers. From mid-November we'll start digging up Jerusalem artichokes and some cuttings and all the other tubers from December onwards. If you're looking to start your own garden, or if you're looking to add in some of the perennial vegetables you see in our videos here in our gardens, just go to our website and take a look. We have tubers, cuttings, bare root, berry bushes and that type of thing, and lots of rare perennial vegetables that you'll have forever once you keep propagating them. And then you can keep giving bits and pieces to your friends and family, and then can grow them too then. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.